Part 5 of episode 64 is the tag team championship match between Team Hell No and Team Rhodes Scholars. That is going to be probably one of those matches, I think, that I'm not want to say like they rush it, but I think that this is going to kind of be crap. And it's not on the fault of Kane, Daniel Bryan, Cody Rhodes, and Damien Sandow. I think that they had this planned for TLC, and everything got screwed up from Cody Rhodes being injured. And now they just kind of lost their interest in it, and they're going to be like, you just go out there and win the titles, and that's it. And they're not going to give it proper time. They're not going to have anything crazy happen in it. It's going to be like a Raw match that happens to have a title change. I'm not expecting much from this, and I do 100% expect Team Rhodes Scholars to win.
I actually think it could be given a lot of time, especially if it's the opener. Like, when you look at it, if they don't add impromptu matches, which, in my opinion, hurt pay-per-views, they only have 4 matches. Sure, an hour goes to the Rumble, but you could give the other 3 matches surrounding it a decent amount of time.
Well, I think they're going to throw a Divas match onto the card.
I don't think so. Like,
And
they didn't even make SummerSlam. They haven't made many cards, and this looks like a show that they're... I don't want to say like 100% trying to like push really hard because it's not WrestleMania, but it's like Royal Rumble is always one of those pay-per-views where, you know, like a SummerSlam, they do try to put like a little extra effort into it.
Well, I'm also worried that they're going to give The Rock a promo.
Yeah. God, no, just let him come out and do his match. Like, for fuck's sake, really?
He will do a promo because that's his bloody ego.
Anyway, as I was saying, all the matches, you know, Rumble gets its time, but the 3 matches surrounding it should definitely be given adequate time. I mean, you have Daniel Bryan in there, you got Damien Sandow, Rhodes, and then Kane's the respected veteran. Like these 4, I think, need to shine. You know, this is the perfect pay-per-view to do that, to really show, wow, look at how far this division has come in a year. Like, it's got a pay-per-view match at the Royal Rumble. A feud that's been stretched like since the fall, since, you know, the Rhodes Scholars won the tag title tournament. I think this really needs to be given proper time, and I think it will be. I cannot put my faith in Sandow and Rhodes to win the championships. I actually see Bryan and Kane retaining and holding the titles through WrestleMania, but that's just me personally. But I hope they don't rush it, because this really has a potential to be a sleeper match for the pay-per-view itself. They'd be doing a lot of harm if they rush things and give it like 5 to 6 minutes. It'd be a bad decision.
Well, it depends on where they also put it at on the pay-per-view itself, because, like you said, if they actually start off with that, then they're going to have all the time in the world to actually showcase what a good tag team match is going to be. But if not,
Absolutely.
then they're going to actually just rush it. If they put it like right before the Royal Rumble match, they're going to actually just do like a 5-minute bullshit, you know, flip-flop, and then they're going to either exchange the titles or not. But I do see the titles actually getting switched over, the Rhodes Scholars. The only reason being is that they might actually probably promise them on TLC, and this way they're gonna make that division at least a little interesting by having Team Hell No try to retain it for WrestleMania, so it can still be an interesting division up until then.
Yeah, with TLC, there were a lot of factors, too. I mean, Team Hell No were tossed with Ryback after Punk got injured, and then Cody Rhodes was just coming back and needed to find a way to be number 1 contenders again. There were a lot of factors why this match didn't take place a month ago.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was a clusterfuck.
I'm expecting the opener to be the last man standing match to separate it as far as possible from the Royal Rumble. And I'm kind of expecting the 2 bathroom breaks to be a Divas match that they throw together, and that they'll probably use the tag team championship for a bathroom break. I'm worried that they're going to do that.
Oh, God.
Well, I don't think so. Not with the talent involved. I mean, Team Hell No is a very over tag team, and the Rhodes Scholars are probably the best heel team that they have. I don't see them using these 4 talented individuals as bathroom breaks. Divas, sure. the tag team titles, after all the momentum they built up going into the show, I don't see them completely stamping it as throwaway. This isn't the United States pre-show we're talking about. This is an actual on the card, pay-per-view match. I see them actually opening the show. I don't see the World Heavyweight title going on first.
Yeah, and they graduated from anger management, for Christ's sake.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That
don't.
work has to pay off.
Truthfully, I do see this coming on us first because it's the one that will set the tone of the show. It's either that or they're going to do what I'm afraid of is have Alberto Del Rio and Big Show go on first, which I
Yeah,
don't
it's a
want to happen.
mistake.
A big mistake.
I think they're going to do it. I'm worried about that.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen because I'm really getting pissed off that the world title, the World Heavyweight Championship's getting shat on.
Yeah, it's open the last 2 Rumbles and it's open the last 2 WrestleManias.
Yeah, it shouldn't do. It's a world title.
Yes.
A world title needs to be in a main event. Even if it's the second main event to end the show, it should be, there. And I understand they're trying to sort of widen the gap between the brand extension because the SmackDown shows aren't selling as much, which I can explain the reason why that happens, but that's for another show. With the tag team titles, that should go on first because I know the 4 guys in this match could really pull it off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited for it, to be honest.
Yeah, it would get people's adrenaline pumping. So, who do I pick to win? I would have to go with Rhodes Scholars in this. There's no way that Bryan and Kane are coming out champions in this match.
What do you think,
Because
Peyton?
they have stalled this from day one.
I am a fan of both of these teams. I just don't feel like they have enough faith in Rhodes Scholars yet to put the belts on them. They've put so much with Hell No, and they graduated, and where do they go with this now? They definitely are not as funny as they were when they once got together, and they were a makeshift tag team, but then again, so is Rhodes Scholars.
What would be interesting? What would be interesting is if they had Shelby interfere.
I've wanted him to be their manager so much.
No, but I would actually like to see him cost them the tag titles. Just turn a heel.
have Paul Bearer come back and Daniel Bryan can go yes, and he can go oh yes.
Oh yes.
Look, Rose Scholars got a manager. It's Cody's mustache. That's all.
And you know what? That's the most
Duster
overthink
stash.
for Rhodes Scholars right
The
now.
stash cost them the titles.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is kind of overshadowing the team, isn't it?
Yeah,
come on, that has nothing on Sandow's beard and rope
Yeah, but
and
Cody's
Brandy
mustache-
Glass way of holding a microphone.
Cody does look like he's like Magnum PI's long lost son. So
Dead sexy.
I do not agree that this match will be shunned or put in a low card position. I don't think that is what they would do to these guys. I do anticipate it to be a great match, and I do anticipate Team Hell No retaining. I think they'll carry this feud out to WrestleMania, and maybe that's where we'll see a change.
That makes
sense.
I could see the Rhodes Scholars being involved until WrestleMania, but what I think they're going to do is keep Hell No champions, but they're going to drop the titles to the Shield. Kind of freebird rule it when they eventually do lose the titles. I don't see them losing it to Sandow Rhodes. Of course, I could be talking out my ears, and then they fucking lose to them anyway on Sunday, but...
in 30 seconds, no doubt.
Oh, God, if this match ends in 30 seconds...
All right, we'll see what happens with that. Here's hoping that they don't screw it over and they actually give us, a real solid match, especially if it does change the titles, because then it deserves to have a good match if you do something like that. Next part is part 6, and we will talk about the World Heavyweight Championship. A lot riding on this, and then we'll end it off with part 7 of the Rock and CM Punk WWE title match.